Today's the 5th of May and it is 19 degrees and glorious sun shining. Just come up really because I wanted to make a plan for this week for what I needed to do. So I'll make a list because I've got quite a few little jobs to do on the allotment. Nothing major. But I've had a bit of drama today getting on the allotment. So it's been, for the last couple of weeks, it's been really hot weather, 19 degrees, 20 degrees, 25 degrees, no rain. So I've been coming up every day, watering the plants, trying to keep them surviving with keep them watered basically, so they're not wilting and dying. And I've come up today and my potatoes are all wilted and dying. And at first I was thinking it might have been water, not getting enough water, or I've overwatered them, just doing too much. But come to think of it, even though it's getting 25 degrees at night, 25 degrees in the day, at night it's getting really cold still. And I think last night, 4th of May, we had a light covering of frost. So I got up to the allotment and all my potatoes in my bed. The ones in the bags, the Hessian bags, they're all fine. But the ones in the bed are all wilted and look like they're dying. I'm pretty gutted about that really. I did try and root them up, but they poked through. So yeah, I've got to get, hopefully they're not going to die. Hopefully if I can get some mulch or something on top. I'm getting horse manure on Thursday, this Thursday, but I think it'll be too late if it gets cold again tonight. So what I'm thinking is just covering them with wood chip. I've watered them, and yeah, I'm just going to cover them with wood chip and see if that helps. I've googled it and it said that if they do get frost damage, because the potatoes are underground, if we've not had a ground frost, they should still be protected. They should still shoot off some new green leaves, stems, but still for safety, I'm just going to put some mulch on top, keep the moisture in, and then fingers crossed they come back, because we're pretty devastated. It's apparently really hard to kill potatoes. They're meant to be one of the easiest plants to grow, and look at me, bloody nearly killing them off. So I was too worried about my seedlings at home, because I thought there was going to be a frost, so I brought all my seedlings in, and I didn't even give my potatoes a second thought. And then didn't even give them a second thought, and then coming up here, they've not done too well. So yeah, I'll show you what the damage is now. So here are potatoes, that lovely blue and green foliage is now wilted and going black and dying. So yeah, I don't know if the mulch is going to work, but what I'm going to do is going to throw a couple of barrels of this sort of wood chip on top. Now in my Hessian sacks I'm growing half in compost and half in wood chip, and they seem to be sprouting in the wood chip. So if they can grow in wood chip, and I've also seen other videos where they've grown potatoes in grass clippings. So if you can grow them in grass clippings in a container or a bag, I'll surely be able to throw wood chip on the top of this just to root them up or earth them up and protect them from any more frost, so they don't get any more damaged. But yeah, I'm pretty gutted about that because they look to be doing so well and promising, and now they look a bit worse for wear. So first things first on my list is wood chip this. Like I said, Thursday I'm gonna get some horse manure. I think maybe about 10-11 bags of horse manure, which I'm going to fill in my carrot bed here. I'm going to fill it up and then I'm going to top it up with sand and compost. Next, what I want to do is start clearing some of these grass that's coming up the allotment, just to give it a tidy. I've got a petrol strimmer at home, so what I'm thinking is get all this trimmed out, which will be a nice little job, sort of satisfying job. Trim it down to ground level, get some cardboard like my neighbour, and wood chip the back of that. Yeah, I think that'll be a good little job to do. Next, because at home I've planted my brassicas seeds in my IKEA boxes on top of my shed, I want to check what this is like here. It's not bad actually, I thought it'd be a bit more compact, but I want to get this watered up really, because it's pretty hard. Yeah, get some bit more weeding done on here, I think. Yeah, my potatoes look so bad. Yeah, I also wanted to harvest some of my container plants now, so my lettuce and my bok choy, I'm going to start harvesting these. Now I don't know if I should just cut the top and see if the some new leaves come, or shall I just pick the leaves? Yeah, I need to keep these watered, but I have noticed one thing on my strawberries. If I can come around here, look at that. That's my first strawberry, not ripe yet. Oh, there's another one there, so I'm gonna get some decent strawberries off them. So I want to do that this week. Another job I want to do this week, I want to get this wood chipped. I also want to get another bed in here, and I want to get a couple more pallets like this and run my border along here, just to start getting things complete and just give everywhere a bit of a tidy up, because it looks a bit of a mess at the moment. But yeah, that's my list of things to do on the allotment this week. So I'm going to spend, like I say, another 2 hours, couple of hours every day just up here, just plodding away and just chipping away at some of the jobs, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a lot of it completed. This won't take me too long. Yeah. Yeah, look at all my raspberries coming up as well. Oh, doing well. Some of them haven't taken. This one hasn't taken. That one has. But they're all in flower at the moment, look. Which is really good. Yeah, so let's get cracking. So here's the wood chip I'm going to use for the potatoes. Now, the stuff on top is very fresh, but if you dig down, it's like almost rotting. So I'm going to use that, I think, on the potatoes. Yeah, so I'm going to use about 3 or 4 barrels of that and just see if I can save them. Yeah. Right, there we go. All rooted up, earthed up. Fingers crossed they survive. If not, I'll just have to start again, and you live and you learn. But next time I won't. As soon as I see them sprouting up in the soil, I'll just earth them up straight away, just to protect them. For peace of mind, I think I'm just going to reshuffle the beds. Yeah, so if these potatoes don't take, I'll give them a couple of weeks. We'll see if they come up. If they don't, this one that I've had mulched, I was going to use for planting sweet corn. I'm either going to use this one for the sweet corn, or I might put my main crop of potatoes in there and then that one for the sweet corn, or vice versa, either the two. Carrots, this bed's going to be for salad leaf. I'm gonna get some more lettuce planted, bok choy, spinach, beetroot right over there. Just keep this to succession planting for my lettuce and stuff. This bed's going to be my carrot bed, but I might put some brassicas in here as well. We'll see. I don't want them taking over too much space. My main bed, which I'm going to put here, is going to be for my brassicas, broccolis, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale. As you can see, it's about 3 o'clock in the day and it's still getting full sun, so yeah, so I'm going to do a big long bed, I think, here. I'm going to have it stopping, I think, parallel with the compost heap and the water fountain, and then next I'm going to have a border here for wildflower plants. I did want to get some other plants planted in this week. I've got some Rebecca that need to get planted and some Verbena, which I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna plant in this bed. Need to weed it again, so they're all coming up already, but my sunflowers are doing really well. Yeah, and I'm gonna get that trimmed as well. But yeah, all rooted up. Fingers crossed they come back. If not, in a couple of weeks I will start again, and if these don't take, I'll just plant some more potatoes in there. Yeah, I didn't really want to use the wood chip. It is well rotten, the wood chip, so the potatoes will get some nutrients, but I wanted to use horse manure really, but beggars can't be choosers, and especially if it's going to be cold in the next couple of days as well. I don't want to do any more damage. But yeah, let's keep moving, let's keep going forward, and you learn from your lessons, don't you? You learn from your mistakes. I won't be doing that again, and I'll keep going. Right, so out of desperation, I've been getting a few mixed comments on Instagram about my potatoes. So a lot of people saying, "Oh, just cut them back and root and earth up, and they'll come back." And then some people's like, "Oh, start again, dig them up, start again." So what I've done is I've just rooted them up, cut them back, earthed them up, and we'll see what happens. Give them a chance. But out of panic, I had some Maris Piper at the back of the cupboard, and they started sprouting. So I've just thrown them in here, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, if the other ones do fail, and I've got something to fall back on. But I've got quite a few potatoes now, so I've got potatoes in here. I've got some potatoes here, the earlies. Got some more in here in wood chip, and then I've got some in horse manure here. I've got these earlies in Hessian sacks, and I've got these earlies in Hessian sacks as well. So I'm going to have plenty of potatoes this year. Right, I've come down to the allotment a couple of days after earthing these up, and as you can see, I cut these back, earthed them up, and they've started to come back, so that's brilliant. So I'm over the moon with that now, so I'm going to get quite a few potatoes. Yeah, buzzing. I'm just going to give everything a good quick water now and crack on. Right, that's all I've got time for today. Sun's going down, sun's setting, so I'm ready to get the sunset in the background. But yeah, I've got a jumper on now. It's getting a bit colder. So yeah, I've rooted up the potatoes, or earthed up the potatoes with some rotten wood chip. Fingers crossed they come back. But it's trial and error. Just got to see how we get on. And in panic, I've planted some more potatoes, some main crop potatoes in the adjacent bed. Yeah, so I'm gonna have plenty of potatoes this year. I've got loads growing in bags as well, dotted around. Some in horse manure, some in compost, some in wood chip. So see how things go. See what my yield is at the end of in a few weeks, and see which ones did better. But yeah, that's all I've got time for today. thank you for watching. And if you want to follow my allotment journey on my first time allotment, please like, comment and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hello, and yeah, have a good evening. Thank you. Bye.